Sister MahMah T, you called yourself challenging me. I am the professor, Professor X, Michael Az'Anu, national representative of the Illuminati. You, in some of your videos, are expressing some extreme fantasized principles and teachings of feminism that you have no proof or facts to back up. You went so far as even to say that women was the original writers of the scriptures. What scriptures is that? Old Testament. The reason why the first non-Hebrew versions and the version of Hebrew was called the Septuagint because of 70 Caucasian elders who formulated, formatted, redacted, and spread what you know as the Old Testament. None of those books go back to ancient times. They all originate from the time in which so-called Jesus was supposed to have lived. Look at the historians at that time. That was Hebrews or Jews or whatever you call them. They said they was on 7 books. So that eliminates quite a bit of the ones that you know as the Old Testament. And not one woman was there. The New Testament, put together by Constantine at the Council of Nicaea. The Nicene Council consisted of all men. They put together books of the Bible that date no farther or don't date at all before 200 years prior to the time in which Jesus was supposed to live. Those books was all formulated 200 years after the time in which Jesus was said to have lived. And then there are at least 40 to 50 different versions for every verse or every chapter that you see in certain versions of the Bible. That's just not the only version of it. There's at least 40 to 50 different versions that say different things for basically every verse and every chapter. They just pick the ones that they want to put in there. Next, you said that women were the original rulers. Where did you get that from? Is there any archaeological facts, any scrolls, any discoveries that you found to back it up? Oh, you found some on the internet as usual. Oh, you read it in a book that is not backed by any particular science, any particular foundation in reality. Anybody can write some in a book. Anybody can put some on the internet. Where is the proof, woman? Where is the proof? You don't have none. Only thing you doing on those videos is making up theories. Theories about feminism or whatever. What do you know? You even a female, but what do you know about that? We don't even call them females. We are the Illuminati. We know the history, nature, and purpose of what you call the so-called female and woman. What do you know about being female? What do you know? What access do you have to any information that goes back that far? None, because you're not recognized by nobody, because they look at you and laugh because you're making up theories, assumptions, and cartoon fantasies with no backing or basis in material reality. That's what you're doing. The feminist movement, that's where you got your information. The feminist movement produced effects that showed what its real nature was. It wasn't about women. It was about gay. Everything that they got from the backs of riding every other movement, the women's movement. The gays got more benefits out of that than the women did. They rode the civil rights. They got more out of the civil rights, second to only white women. So what do you know about being a woman? What is the nature of a woman? Where is that particular nature? And how does that particular nature determine the thought processes, the very thought process and the very foundation of every human being? We know who the so-called female and woman is. Do you? No, you don't. We've seen all of your videos. And we laugh because you have cartoon theories that you cannot prove or back up. Where did you get your information from? Where is it based? Not all archaeologists, scientists, and historians are male. Can you produce one so-called female archaeological fact? There are a lot of them out there that made discoveries that redefined a lot of things. Do you know it? You just playing, woman. You just playing. You're fake. This is part 1. There's a part 2 also. But not just here. I will offer you my condolences. You and your theories. May you rest in peace with those fantasy. You might as well believe in cartoons. Yogi the Bear, Bugs Bunny, Porky the Pig. You might as well follow those as a particular philosophy to define who you are, because one of our main principles is that the nature in which you approach a thing determines the nature of the results that shall be received. And the nature in which you are approaching feminism is artificial. Therefore, the results of anything that is produced from what you say or express will be artificial and not applicable to reality and not applicable to the solving the problems of the people who listen to you. We got some books we're going to introduce you to in the second one. MahMah T. Answer. You can't, because we're going to throw something at you, lady. We're going to rip your whole little fake foundation apart.